We have Dr. Shantakumari with us. So welcome, ma'am. Look forward to listen to you on the quest for safe motherhood in India, where I be now. So Dr. Shantakumari Shekaran doesn't require any introduction at all. She's a senior gynecologist and laparoscopic surgeon, did her MBBS in Gandhi Medical College, Hyderabad, obstetrics and gynecology as a specialization in, she completed her MD at the Kasturba Medical College, Manipal. And she has a lot of honors, major awards and achievements, and she heads one of the most prestigious organizations in the country. She's the current president of the FOXI 2021-22. Over to you, ma'am, for your talk. We look forward to listen to you.
Thank you very much, Anuradha, for your kind words. On behalf of FOXI, I bring greetings from 38,000 FOXians across the length and breadth of the country with 262 member societies. Friends, today is a special day, the World Patient Safety Day of WHO, which is dedicated to respectful maternity care. That shows how important it is to have safe motherhood in India and across the globe. So FOXI, with all our members, we are very committed to our women's health. This year, my theme for the year is FOXI for all, always, and Dhira, stop violence against women. FOXI for every mother to prevent every preventable maternal death. FOXI for every woman to be able to sustain and live with courage to say no to violence against women, and FOXI for every FOXian to be able to practice with dignity and respect, and FOXI now for every woman to have the respectful maternity care at every part of the journey. Safe motherhood is a journey from before pregnancy to beyond the journey of life. Do you mean to think that you are talking about safe motherhood only when the woman becomes pregnant? Definitely not. Friends, let me tell you, you cannot have a safe motherhood unless you have had a safe childhood, unless you have had a safe adulthood. So we have to take care of our girls right from the time they are in the womb of their mothers. That is why we say to have the safe motherhood, we need to look at the preconceptional care which we give to our mothers, so that that baby which is growing in the womb of the mother is coming out very healthy and grows up to a healthy adolescent, and then grows up to be a very healthy woman, and she will have the most safest journey, and a safe motherhood is only there achievable. So we need to talk about pre-existing medical disorders which are optimizing the mother's health for safe outcome. And you need to ensure that the mother and the baby are healthy, and optimal postnatal care followed by a continuum of care of the mother and the child. From birth, childhood, adolescence, pregnancy, and beyond. That's what we are looking at. Friends, this is not achievable till you talk about adolescent health, be it physical, mental, social, or reproductive sexual health. We need to take care of them all. Then only we can achieve the safe motherhood. Friends, you may have so many different types of patients who are coming to you. You may have a young girl who comes with hirsutism or irregular menses. It may seem like a simple problem for you all, but if you go into the depth, you understand why we need to take care of them. You now find the girls walking in and saying, oh, I have PCOS. Is it a style statement? Friends, if you're looking at the health and the future of that adolescent girl, we know that affects the reproductive health, the pregnancy. And that's the reason, because we have to be aware of the metabolic syndrome. And later on, even when she becomes an elderly woman, you may have some other side effects. So the PCOS and these multi-organ or a syndrome complex are the ones which may affect the young girl. And we need to look at it holistically. And that is also the foundation for a safe motherhood. Friends, pregnancy and the non-communicable diseases. You cannot talk about safe pregnancy unless you address the non-communicable diseases. India is the capital of diabetes. And I am from Hyderabad, the most happening place in India, the capital where biryani is most loved. But unfortunately, even we are the diabetic capital. And with 25 to 30 million births happening every year, if we don't address NCDs, how are we going to have safe motherhood? So we need to understand that there is a window of opportunity for predicting the occurrence of NCDs at large. So start by getting right from the diet, exercise, to addressing the abuses and the psychosocial stress which has a large effect on the safe motherhood. Friends, unless a preconceptional care is given, because organogenesis already happens by the time she reaches your clinic. So that is the importance of trying to catch the problems even before they come to your clinic. So you have to look at it right from the nutritional conditions to all the genetic conditions to the interpersonal violence. So many factors need to be looked into. And this year we have found that our government has been very proactive. The Reproductive and Child Health, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has been very focused on maternal health. In fact, I really appreciate our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji today on his birthday. On behalf of Foxy and my 37,000 Foxians, I would like to congratulate him and wish him a very happy, healthy year and many more years to come, because he's focusing on women's health. When he started talking of Swachh Bharat, everyone was talking, what is there in Swachh Bharat? What is there in, you're talking about something called Swachh, but it even emphasizes simple problems like when you're talking about women's health, we talk about menstrual hygiene, and that has an implication on the woman's health, on the reproductive outcome, and that actually contributes a major role to the safe motherhood. Friends, right from the problems like early pregnancies to female genital mutilations, HIVs, and so many other aspects, government is trying to tackle everything, and we, Foxy, 37,000 members, both in private and public sector, are working hand in glove with the government to see that we give that care which needs to address these issues. The antenatal, internatal, and the postnatal care. When you look at it, we do understand the high quality ANC has got a very big role to play, because unless you have a proper ALC, you will not be able to pick up the high risk conditions which contribute to the maternal problems, to the maternal morbidity and mortality. You can pick up hypertensive disorders, you can pick up the NCDs, you can pick up the sepsis, anemia, the killer. You can only pick it up in your ANC, and if your proper ANC is there, your high risk stratification is there, that is the meaning of safe motherhood. So to optimize all these non-correctables, you look into it. If the woman is having multiple pregnancy or RH isoimmunization, you can give her the care she needs. The diet and the detection of anomalies plays a great role in this safe motherhood. Friends, PIH is a big killer. So we need to address that to achieve safe motherhood. Years have passed. We have been boasting. Now we had the law minister who was telling about how in a country, if the girl child was not nurtured, if our finance minister's mother had, Nirmala madam's mother had thought, oh, I'm having a girl and I should not have had, would we have had a defense minister who is a woman? But even in these days, we still have not been able to conquer this small problem, anemia. So we have to actually look and address these issues and step towards Anemia Mukt Bharat. Foxy is committed to this Anemia Mukt Bharat. We have a lot of projects, we have got committees, we have got a Safe Motherhood Committee which is focused into the safe motherhood portfolio. We have got a committee which looks into the medical and disorders of pregnancy. We have a committee which has looked into the practical obstetrics and a perinatology committee. All these committees are working together hand in glove with the Foxy leadership to see that our dream of safe motherhood is achieved. The Foxy District project, which is happening in Jharkhand, spearheaded by one of the committees, the Safe Motherhood Committee, is going a long way in trying to see that we can reach out to our centers, we can train our healthcare workers, and that is the way forward. And when you look into the surveys, we find sometimes many gynecologists, healthcare workers do not have some of those aspects which may be actually contributing to the anemia. Sometimes we may be missing something as simple I said deworming before starting the oral iron. So if you don't have the uniformity of hemoglobin, if you don't have the prophylaxis method, then how are we going to achieve the safe motherhood? So this shows there's a need for private sector strengthening. The government is doing fantastic programs for the health sector and the public sectors. So we at Foxy are looking how we can improve the health sector at a private sector, which are offering 80% of the care. So what you need to address, you need to have regular audit so that we can counter and see where we are falling short of. So you empower the facility infrastructure doctor. We have got so many projects of Foxy, not only the safe motherhood, we have got this Manyata, there's so many, Lakshya Manyata, Lakshya, which is a pet project of the government of India. We are looking forward to actually empowering our private sectors with this Lakshya so that they also become empowered to take care of women. This is one more Jeevan Dhara project which is happening in the targeted states of Uttar Pradesh, Jharkhand and Bihar, which is the strengthening the referral linkages in the PPH project. We really appreciate our Safe Motherhood Committee Chairperson, Dr. Preeti, who's doing a fantastic job with her team. Human resources, training, infrastructure, consumables, all this put together will be the most important crux to be prepared at all times. So recognize early. And we used to see this old picture of all the delays, but now we have reached a stage where we have been able to target all this and see where were the lacunae where we can improve the services. And so triaging is very vital, and that needing referral, needing general care, specific case and clinical management protocols are so vital. Now you actually go into the website and open the government code. There are fantastic training modules. There's so many modules which help in safe motherhood. And the implementation, look into the referral linkage and collaborations. Nothing is possible unless you have a public-private partnership. The referrals, you see all these partnerships are the way forward to achieving the safe motherhood. What has Foxy done when we were actually having this pandemic? We talked about vaccination. We talked about the importance of COVID vaccination in pregnancy. Along with our ideas of the pregnancy, the routine influenza, the Tdap and all, we need to focus on what is very important for safe motherhood. So friends, vaccination is very vital for safe motherhood in the present circumstances. And we have to advocate them to our patients. COVID vaccination pregnant women, patients have a lot of myths. If we gynecologists come forward, we actually could convince our government to come forward with their relaxation of the rules so that they advocated and said, yes, we can go ahead and vaccinate the pregnant women because they are at risk. So friends, there are a lot of issues other than the anemia, malignancies. You can't talk about women's health or anything without talking about cancer cervix or breast cancer or other cancers. So we need to be on the track to reduce the cancer disease burden and prevent untimely death. We have seen that in India, the breastfeeding reduces risk of breast cancer. So we did the World Breastfeeding Week on the 1st to 7th of August. There was a fantastic participation from all the 260 societies. We had enormous number of the programs which poured in. We had some competitions. It was really an Herculean task for us to actually judge those. And that showed the commitment of our gynecologists, obstetricians, our Foxians, friends. We can't talk about women's health unless we say stop violence against women. Dhira is an initiative which I started to say no to violence against women. Dhira means courage, the power of being Dhira together. Friends, when I launched it in 2016, with the police, with the National Commission for Women, we obstetrician gynecologists are the first point of contact when a woman has a problem. It is to us who she reaches out to, not the police or the judges. So this was an advocacy, bringing my obstetrician gynecologists on one platform to make them aware because it has an effect on the health of the woman. So when this Dhira was initiated for the goal of safe motherhood, I had the opportunity to take it globally to FLASAG and to FIGO. There on the global platform, I realized that violence against women is there across the length and breadth of the world, globally, even the most developed countries, USA, Europe, Asia, every country, Africa. there is no differentiation. There is violence against women. So unless we address this, we will not be able to reduce the maternal morbidity and mortality. So this year, my friends, we have started this DHERA, and we are starting this online certification course to catch the students and children young, the boys and girls of 9th and 10th class. And this we have collaboration with the UNICEF and WHO. We are coming out with this project, the school health program, which is actually an online certification course, simple course of 2 hours to make the boys and girls realize the importance of violence against women. And the boys should know that if they see their fathers doing violence, they should not grow up thinking that it's okay. And the girls, if they're seeing women suffering violence, they should not think it's okay to grow up with it. So unless we nip it at the bud, and we hope that we'll be able to engage the government to make this mandatory compulsory in the curriculum. And then we are continuing with our workshop CMEs for the gynecologists, that we are going ahead with our advocacy to the parents. And friends, pandemic has shown that there is an hidden pandemic. The number of domestic violence has increased, and that has an effect on the poor maternal and neonatal outcome. So unless we join hands to actually eradicate this violence, we cannot move forward. You cannot achieve safe motherhood till you start talking about contraception and spacing. We were very happy that last year in the Republic Day, our Prime Minister has actually spoken about contraception. That shows that the government is committed and is ready to talk of contraception, which has an effect on the mother's health and the family's health. Friends, unless we join hands together, safe motherhood will be a distant dream. And every Foxian and Foxy leadership and FIGO leadership, being a part of the Global Federation of the Obstetricians and Gynecologists, we give our commitment for safe motherhood, not only in our country, but across the globe, because that is the only way forward. Today, friends, all our dreams can come true only if we have the courage to pursue them. And Kaho, we have seen that you have the courage to follow it. That's the reason why you've been able to bring us all together on this platform. And together we can definitely take care of our women. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am, and for sparing your time. It's a pleasure having you, and all the very best to you, and best wishes in all that you do through Foxy. And please convey our greetings and best wishes to all the obstetricians, your Foxians. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Lalita.